Hi there, and welcome to the week 14 help video for Spanish 101. I know that time is short and everybody is busy, so I'm going to make this one of the shorter of these help videos. Like I've done a couple times before, I went through and identified the activity in my Spanish lab that people were struggling with the most, the one that had the lowest overall average grade as of yesterday afternoon. And it was this one, exercise 541. And so we're going to quickly go through it, and people are struggling with it for a couple different reasons. One is because of the content, the grammar itself, and other people were struggling with it just because it's a little hard to tell what the activity was wanting. So we'll go through it, and hopefully this is helpful to you. I'll try to explain both the answers and the grammar that's contributing to that being the correct answer. So the prompt is tell what each person or couple is doing by completing the sentences with the present progressive based on the drawings. So here, the example that we have is Katia y Giselle están estudiando. So that's what we're using is the present progressive, which remember is a compound verb form. So it's always going to be two words just for the verb part of the sentence. The conjugated form of estar, and then the ando or yendo form of the verb that's being used. So, número uno, la abuela y Arturo. So we're going to conjugate it for ellos. So the form that we're going to use of estar is están. Let me change my keyboard input real quick so that I can type in the accent marks more easily. Okay, la abuela y Arturo están, and I saw a couple of people use viendo. I think mirando should work also. The problem that I saw most often with this one was they just left it as that. They are watching. Now, we can't just end the sentence there. With the example, they just had to use the verb in order to complete the sentence. In this one, that doesn't make sense. We have to complete the phrase. So that's where this activity was throwing a lot of people off. So not so much because of the grammar, but just because it was expecting you to fill in more than what the model showed. So están viendo la televisión. And don't forget that televisión has un acento, a written accent mark. So la abuela y Arturo están viendo la televisión is how we would answer número uno. Número dos, Ramona está cocinando, está, I think, preparando la pizza or haciendo la pizza. If I remember right, both of those will work. But we can just say está cocinando. She is cooking. And that one's okay without an object. It didn't make sense in number one to say they are watching without having the object, la televisión. But here to say she is cooking should be fine. Número tres, Diego. There's a few different options that it'll accept. Washing dishes, filling the dishwasher, emptying the dishwasher, all work. I don't think that I would use emptying the dishwasher because those dishes appear to be dirty. So, but I do think that one works. So, está lavando los platos. That option works. Or está llenando el lavaplatos. That one should work as well. Está llenando el lavaplatos. So we have the verb llenar in the ando or yendo form. And then, of course, we conjugate it está for the subject Diego. Diego está llenando el lavaplatos. Here we have Víctor y Catalina están bailando. And here we don't need an object. Just the verb is sufficient to complete that sentence. So Víctor y Catalina están bailando. Okay, so we'll submit it. Okay, so we got 100%. So I'm going to scroll back through those in case you are needing to write them down or make notes for yourself. So la abuela y Arturo están viendo la televisión. I do think that están mirando la televisión works for that one as well. But if you're wanting to be on the safe side, use están viendo la televisión. Don't forget that we need el acento aquí, están, y aquí, televisión. Okay. Ramona está cocinando. Works for número 2. Don't forget el acento sobre la A. Está cocinando. Aquí Diego está llenando el lavaplatos or Diego está lavando los platos. Either of those should work. Don't forget about el acento sobre la A. Está. If you get partial credit, usually that means if it gives you half credit for a single answer, remember that probably means you're missing an accent mark. So look for that. And Víctor y Catalina están bailando. Okay, so the biggest takeaway is remember that anytime that they ask for the present progressive, that's going to be a compound verb form. You will need to include 2 words, the conjugated form of estar and then the ando or yendo form of the verb that carries the meaning for the sentence, the action verb for the sentence. Don't forget about the accent in the conjugations of estar. And then, if needed, add an object to complete the sentence. So hopefully that is helpful for that assignment and for just understanding the present progressive in general. Don't forget, if you haven't already, get your final exam scheduled before those slots start to fill up. And email me or call me or set up an appointment to come in and visit with me during my office hours or at the language lab if you have any questions or are needing help before the end of the semester. And I hope everything's going well. Buena suerte, and I will see you online.